Papa John, day 99. Coming up on that 100. 99 days. That's hard to believe. Slept really good last night. I always sleep good in my tent when it's nice and cool outside. It was kind of cold. I don't know, maybe upper 40s, maybe mid 40s, but that felt good. Yeah, today's gonna be a tough day. I got 20 miles, at least 20 miles without water, and I got a big hill to climb coming out of Palmerton that is pretty much all rock. So it's gonna be an interesting day. I don't know how far I'll go today. I mean, I feel like I got to do at least 22 miles. Water is a good thing when you're hiking, and I'll do the usual. I'll just hike a half day from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. So far the trail looks good. This is what I'm looking at first thing in the morning. Not bad. Love those pine needles. They're like little thin little cushions for your feet. They feel so good. Rocks, you know, I'm kind of used to them by now. I'm gonna have a mountain of rocks later today. You'll see that. But it's a pretty well-known climb. Everybody has to do it. It's just part of the AT. And if I was in a different section of the trail, I might stop in Palmerton. But where I camped was only about 5 miles from Palmerton, so there's no need to stop there. But I'll show you the hill of rocks when we get to it. I just met a guy named Sleeves who's northbound. He pointed out that this water source here coming out of the mountain is probably the last water for about 16 miles. So even though I'm still carrying 3.5 liters, I went ahead and drank about 1.5 quarts of water. For you people that live up this way, this is the bridge coming into Palmerton, and nice river here with an island. And if you look off to the left, you can see that mountain with all the rocks on it. Looking for some hikers, see if there's anybody climbing it. I don't see them, but I have a feeling I'll be up there. Beautiful day. What is this, Lehigh Valley?
This is Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh?
I think that's Lehigh River. And
Lehigh River?
While you talk, if you want to say
No, that's fine. And I crossed the river over that bridge, and you can see the rocks I'm climbing. Here's Sleeves. He's from Georgia. So he's on YouTube too. What is it? Sleeves? Sleeves on the Appalachian Trail, or just Sleeves?
Just Sleeves.
Sleeves. So here we go. This is a pretty good rock climb. Of course, it's hard to video this while I'm climbing, but this is basically rock climbing, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. For all you CrossFitters that are watching, and Pig, I know you're watching, this is mountain climbing. This is like 30, you need to do 30 minutes of mountain climbers to get the same effect of this. Second thing I'll say is, if you're climbing this, just watch where you put your hands. Rattlesnakes and copperheads love to hang out in the crevices and wait for their next meal. I got a little bit more to go, and this is probably one of the funnest sections I've hiked so far. Wow, that's one of the best parts of the trail I have seen. I'm pretty much at the summit of all that rock climbing, and man, that was fun. So if you're behind me, don't fear the rocks. And that's Palmerton down below. beautiful day. That was just a fun rock climb. If you're coming behind me and it's a nice day and it's dry, that's just a lot of fun. If it's wintertime or if it's really wet, you might consider going around it, but that's one of the best days. That's one of the best rock climbs I've had out here. Just stopping to eat lunch. This is a good little campsite. If it wasn't 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if it was 6 o'clock at night, I might stay here and sleep, but I'm just eating lunch, get off my feet a little bit, take my pack off. At the last road crossing, there were a couple of guys there saying that the police were called to the shelter up ahead. There was something going on, but everything's cleared now. My guess is occasionally local homeless people or local people that just want to hang out in the woods set up shop at the shelters and just stay there, or just show up there at night. And my guess is there were probably a couple of guys staying there and wouldn't leave. And I was going to stay at this shelter, like tenting at the shelter, but I think I'll pass on that tonight and keep on going. So this is going to be a long day for me, but that happens sometimes. Things change and you make adjustments and see what looks best. And right now I don't think staying at a shelter that was just cleared by the police is the best option for Papa John. Power lines always get the best views. It's 7 o'clock and Papa John is tired. I've gone like 22 or 23 miles. It's been a lot of rocks, a lot of climbing. This is a stealth camping spot. One of the problems in Pennsylvania that you might encounter is that it's so rocky, there's very few places to stop and pitch a tent. This looks like I can sleep here. And tomorrow we'll get into Delaware Water Gap. I think it'll be our last day in Pennsylvania. And then I'll probably be greeted by New Jersey rocks. But it's all good.
Well, I became a warrior when I was in Baltimore. My best friend was a junkie and a hoe. We never learned the difference between wrong and right. We were looking for love like stray dogs in the night. And I'd do anything for love and do more for money, and carry it around my neck just like a stone. When people see me come and say, hey, don't he walk funny? Once I took a bullet in the bone. And if you see my sweet Melinda, tell her fireworks are firing up my sky, that the laughter and confetti is falling from the corners of my eyes. I wonder if she thinks I died. If you see my sweet Melinda, tell her that I miss her so. Still love her after all these years. Oh, my ocean is a deep one.